So Next Play Sports. This is my BUSA 1110 presentation. I'm Anthony Montano, and like I said, this is Next Play Sports. So we had a couple of big questions. Big question number one was actually our target market. What are our target clients, target purchasers, and target users of my service? The target clients are past, current, and striving athletes that want to improve and compete in sports. There's a lot of people that I can't name off the top of my head, but you know them, I know them. There's a lot of athletes out there. Everybody wants to compete, but not everybody can go up to that next level. Maybe even if they can, they want to come down and come play with the little dogs. And there's just a lot of athletes. Obviously, target purchasers for the product are athletes involved as well as their financial supporters. Um, we obviously want more athletes to purchase the service. I mean, that's what it's for. It's athletics. And obviously, their financial supporters. This could be like their parents, their grandparents, their friends, whoever just financially supports them, whoever can help them purchase this service. Or maybe it's themselves. Maybe they're not even an athlete. It could be just a regular person. We're just looking for people who want to participate. Those are our target purchasers. Target users really for the product are athletes, honestly. That's all I could really think for that. So big question number two is actually service distribution. So we will hopefully have services requested, which will be served through a group of well-trained, well-informed individuals at the required venues for each exercising or training event. Sporting events will be hosted at local fields and courts for now. Weightlifting events will be hosted at the local gyms. Merchandise will be sold online at facilities. And one day we actually hope to be a lot bigger than this. Right now, like I'm describing it, obviously, we're just going to be doing it at the local places that I can get set up really easy. But in the future, I want to grow it. I want to be big. I want to really have just my own place to do all this stuff. I don't want to be doing it at other people's place. I want to have all my own equipment. Right now, I'm just doing it kind of freestyling it. I think it'd be cool to have something really good set up. Um, so commercial success. In order to maximize the commercial success of Next Play Sports, we're gonna offer variety. We're gonna offer a lot of different stuff: sports games, sports tournaments, sports-specific training, nutrition classes, and training facilities. Obviously, the training facilities aren't there yet, but that's the future. We really want to focus on the customer. We want our athletes to succeed and want to come back and refer us. I think that's how we can achieve our success. Um, Obviously, the prices will vary depending on what the customer wants. There's there's just a lot that goes into it. A lot of time, a lot of dedication, and you it just varies. We're primarily based in Belen, Los Lunas, and Albuquerque areas. Obviously, that's right now. There's over 600,000 people in these areas. A large percentage of those athletes are aspiring or ex-athletes that just want a competitive game. The promotion of Next Place Sports will be an important factor in our success. The more the more the athletes that know about us, the more likely we are to get customers. I mean, it's a pretty simple formula, I think. So number four, big question number four, what are the user acquisition strategies for your product? The biggest user acquisition strategy is informing athletes about the service using advertisements in sports and exercise facilities, as well as schools with sports. This is pretty important. Obviously, a lot of sports players, especially the ones that want to get better and improve, that will be purchasing our product where we train them and teach them how to eat. Those athletes will most likely be in school. They're trying to get better. They're trying to really compete. So we need to spread the word to those people. We're hoping to use social media to reach new audiences on apps like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. These apps are just good for spreading the word. I mean, Facebook, one of the biggest social medias ever. Instagram's right there with them. TikTok is blowing up. You can blow up so easy on TikTok. Twitter, you send a couple funny tweets and there you go. We really want to market ourselves as a get fit place too, almost. and get people who just want to be fit in there, but maybe they don't like the other traditional styles of training. They want to come be an athlete too. So your question number 5 is actually user retention. The main user retention strategy is providing quality service. We want to be the best in the game. We want to show them what we're made of, and we want them to want to come back and pay our prices, pay whatever we have, just to get our great quality service. We really want to also to make a fun and entertaining sporting events. We want people to come and gather and purchase our products, purchase our merchandise, our revenue, just revenue. What am I even talking about? But we want them to come in and spend their money. We want maybe even sell tickets to them. We want to have a fun time where people want to pop out. We essentially want to keep customers based on us being the GOAT of sporting whatever's. So monetization of our product. We will charge fees for services provided. Of course, we're a service industry. The tournaments will have, and games will have lower fees as they have less time consumed. I mean, it takes less time to set these things up. It's easier to gather tons of people. It's just not that hard compared to where we will charge more at, which is training services. Due to the cost of time, required knowledge and equipment. We got to know a lot. We got to be prepared, and we got to have what we need. So it'll cost more, as simple as that. We're going to sell merchandise at our facilities and events, so that'll be a big help with money wise. We will be providing a quality service that makes most people active and happy, so customers will be more than happy to pay for our service. Big question number 7, what degree of success will be needed in order to recoup the costs incurred to develop and commercialize your product? So I actually did some calculations just for this next tournament, my tournament number 3. It was around high 900s, and I calculated that it would take 33 teams to show up in order to break even at charging $30 a team. Obviously, that's just based off of the entire tournament cost, and then relaying it with the costs or the revenue that could be generated by teams. We also hope to sell merchandise. We hope to sell an entertaining experience. We just anything to maximize the profits. That's in the meantime. So what targets are, big question number 8, excuse me, what targets are being set for revenue generation from my product, Next Play Sports? So at the moment, I'm thinking small. After I did the math, it was around high 900s, like I said, cost. I wanted to make around $1,400-$1,500 in order to make around $500 of profit, which will help me to fund the future events, gather more equipment that I don't have, that I've just been borrowing. This is in the meantime. Obviously, this is small time I'm thinking here, trying to grow it from the bottom. Obviously, that number will grow as the business grows. The training programs that I would probably have, I haven't really calculated much because I'm still learning as an athlete myself. Like I said, I want to grow before I sell it. However, if I had to guess, it'll probably be around $50 per month for each individual to use our services, to get our services. It all really depends. And then we hope to sell shirts for around $15 a piece, getting each one $8, which can lead to some great profits. So big question number 9, other milestones. This is a big one for me. I mean, Next Play Sports is just a side thing. It's just an idea I thought of for no reason one day and started doing. I mean, I've hosted 2 basketball tournaments, like I said, like I did before. I thought basketball tournaments were the easiest to set up. I mean, all I got to do is get some balls and tell some people to play. But I am thinking I'm going to wait until the summer to host another one due to lack of funds and time right now. I have a lot of other dreams I want to achieve, part of which are athletic dreams, and I want to bring that knowledge into my Next Play Sports. So I obviously have to do that before I can start this business. But it is good to just get it going a little bit, have some fun with your friends, and get the name about Next Play Sports out. Really, there's a lot of other milestones. I mean, besides for that, I have a lot of problems. I mean, my freaking lights went out the other day. My cars, one of them was broken. Obviously, 2 cars. Oh, you're so unfortunate. The other one doesn't have a heater, and I've been slacking on replacing it. Got a big list of to do, and I can't seem to catch up. I mean, a lot of other things I'm working on at the same time. But hopefully I can power through and make sure Next Play Sports happens. So why, big question number 10, why is Next Play Sports better than our competitors? What differentiates Next Play Sports from its competitors are that we are focused on getting the most out of the athlete who want to be trained, and also creating great venues for not only athletes but fans to watch and enjoy the time. I want to do something nobody's done. I haven't seen very many people where they train the athletes, they have all of that set up, and they host venues, they host the games. Usually it's one or the other, especially around here. I haven't seen anything like that. And then I want to be able to have a fun experience for everybody, not just the athletes who get to perform, but everybody who shows up just to hang out. I just feel like I'm doing a different and I also want to focus on a wide variety of sports. That's another thing that's different from me and other competitors. I feel like a lot of them focus on one or two, three sports. Of course, big question number 11, my target regions. The first area that will primarily be targeted is Los Lunas. This is the base of operations, and I want to grow the local support. That way I can build on it. Obviously, I want to expand into Berlin and Albuquerque areas and keep expanding as much as I can, but Los Lunas is the base right now, essentially, for base clientele. And big question number 12, marketing and commercialization. So my company will create advertisements and distribute the ads and dollars throughout communities that are likely to be interested in sports and sports training. We plan to partner with local athletes to spread awareness about our sports programs, and more specifically, our sports programs. Excuse me, I said the same thing twice. So obviously merch will be sold to we want to try to make Next Play Sports a household name. I mean, we want it to be prominent. And then we have no plans right now to partner with other firms, but we would hope to be able to partner with some gyms, facilities, stuff like that, just general same vibe type places. Anyway, I think it's time for me to go. Thanks for watching.